Welcome to another episode of Big Ego Media. Got another special guest, goes by the name of STY7ER. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good still, you right? Yeah?
Yeah, not too bad. How's your journey down?
It was long still, but we're here.
We're here, definitely. So, as we always start with all our interviews, let us know where you're from, where did you grow up?
Grew up first door, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in Africa though, you feel me? But come here young, first door, till I was like 12, something like that.
Where in Africa was you born?
Kenya.
Okay,
East.
okay.
Yeah.
Masai warriors and the man there.
Yeah, all of that. The Zulus and that,
Yeah.
And then went to Milton Keynes, MK store. That's where I proper grew up, you feel me? Where my people's in our store.
Okay. I mean, before we get to Milton Keynes, so kind of London, who did you grow up with? Mum, dad, siblings?
Just mum, older brother, older sister, no dad.
No dad.
Yeah.
I mean, I had an interview yesterday with someone called Adrian Clifton. That interview's coming out this week as well.
Yeah.
And he had a similar story, but his one, he said he doesn't even know his dad. Like, to this day, he's now 33.
Yeah. I think I've seen a picture of him. I don't know his name, nothing, bro. I don't know nothing about my dad's story.
How do you think that has affected you sort of growing up, not knowing who your father is in terms of a male role model?
I see. Growing up didn't really affect me, but looking back on it, everyone needs that, like, get me a male role model, like. So it's like, I had an older brother, cool, but he was doing what I was doing, you feel me? So weren't really good influences, you feel me? Growing up still just my mum, my older sister, really.
Do you know much about kind of Lewisham when you was there at the time?
Yeah,
so the gang culture at the time?
Yeah, slightly. I was in Forest still, innit? But I went secondary school, I started St. Matthew's.
Okay.
Obviously, it used to be St. Joseph's back in the day, and it changed to St. Matthew's store. So, yeah, that's like Lewisham way. So, man, no, I knew a couple of things. I was there, like, you feel me?
And what was your kind of early ambitions? What was your goal? What did you say, look, this is what I want to be?
Just, from young, I don't know, man. There was something about 9 to... It weren't really for me. Like, I knew something... I need to do something better for me. You feel what I'm saying? It was like... like, mum telling me get a job, I never seen the benefits of that.
Yeah.
Still tried for mum, you get me, but yeah, I didn't think that went for me still.
How was you like in sort of school? Or was you top set, middle set, struggled a bit, needed extra support?
I was one of them guys classed as smart but misbehaved, you get what I'm saying? Like, talk too much in class and but great, like, in class I know what I'm doing, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was classed as smart and that, but same way school went really something I found interesting still, I can't lie.
So what happened then when you sort of 12, 13 and the family moved to Milton Keynes? It was just a fresh start that mum wanted?
Yeah, literally one of them ones, she didn't want me dead or in jail.
Yeah.
You get me? So she moved me to MK store, but whatever happens. I ended up in jail anyway, innit?
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
I've got a few friends who have moved over there and I know quite a few people there. I know the black community sort of grown over there, but it's always somewhere that's kind of seemed, oh, it's a bit safe to go there. You know what, I'm tired of London, I want to move to Milton Keynes, it's different, it's green. Did you see the difference when you moved from sort of Forest Hill to Milton Keynes?
Yeah. It's like, Milton Keynes is just greenery and roundabouts, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Compared to London, like, London's busy, but obviously when I went, I was expecting to not see no black people realistically. Do you get what I'm saying? Coming from a busy place to some out of town place, but it's the same stuff, bro. Man, I went there and done the same things I was doing in London anyway. Met same people like me. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah.
I mean, when was the kind of transition? When was the time where you started kind of noticing, like, I'm getting caught up in a different crowd than I should be?
I'll be real, from young, bro, probably like year 6, year 5, like I was doing
while you were still in London.
Yeah, like London, and even like when I moved MK, like MK is a bit slow to London, do you get what I'm saying? So certain people didn't really know too much about certain things, and it's like, as mad as it sounds, it's me showing them like, yo, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you said that you kind of had your older brother that was kind of doing kind of similar things. Was that someone you kind of looked up to because you followed his path?
Yeah, but it's the same, like, everything he done, he used to tell me to do the opposite. Yeah. But as he was doing that, I still sort of looked at it like, what, you think I can't do what you're doing? I'm not capable. Like, you know, I was young, innit? So I was like, you don't think I can handle what you're doing, sort of thing. So it's like, he was making money, innit?
Yeah.
And we're all broke, fam, so I wanted what he had, innit, basically, yeah.
So in regards to kind of like music at the time, who was you kind of listening to? What was your sound? Because everyone grows up doing grime. You might be of a younger age group where you maybe grime maybe past you. What did you kind of listen to?
I remember Channel U, Channel aka Chip or something, Chipmunk or something, that used to come on regularly, you get me? But I'd say like American artists really.
Yeah.
Couple, you get me? Back in the day, everyone like Cash, Gigs, all of that, you get me? But I was more American and yeah, man, basically still.
When did you decide to kind of, at the time, did you ever think, I'm going to be a rapper? Was music that you was into, or you was too busy trying to make money?
Yeah, no, like, when I was like, I'd say like 8, my older sister, the boyfriend that used to rap in it, so I used to go to him, say, yo, help me write some bars, man. You get what I'm saying? And then go back to my brother, like, yo, look what I done. But my brother used to laugh at me back then, innit? But yeah, I'd say like, even when I moved with MK, like, my pupils used to try to push me, saying, yo, you got a talent, but I used to, it's like, that weren't really a focus to me, do you get what I'm saying? Because nothing, that ain't paying no one from, especially back then, do you get what I'm saying? There was no money in it, so I was focused on other things like an idiot. Get me?
Do you feel that if you had sort of tried earlier on, you would have been in a better position musically? Or do you think, you know what, everything happens for a reason, and now it's the right time?
Yeah, no, I'd say now, being in jail and that, I didn't have the drive I have now, do you get what I'm saying? Back then it was just like, yeah, cool, you got a camera, cool, let's do something. But now it's like trying to structure things and do things properly, do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's my main aim before anything right now, you get me?
I mean, we'll come back to the music. You said you ended up spending time in prison. How did that come about?
Basically, like everyone, man, we was all out there, innit? And then, like, my case, it weren't even, obviously it was GBH, but it weren't no, I don't know, no point scoring or nothing. Like, literally, it was just, I was in a situation, you get me? There was an altercation, someone tried to do a thing, I done what I done, do you get what I'm saying? I'll be real, bro, man went guilty, everything from the start, do you get it? I done my crime, I do my time, bro.
Okay.
Get me, yeah.
So, I mean, let's talk about Milton Keynes then, because it's sort of changing. What is the gang culture over there? Is it similar to, because it's a smaller place than London, are we starting to get sort of estate wars, postcode wars over there, or is it not like that yet?
It's starting to get like that, but with me, I was like, me and my peoples, before I went jail, we was doing all of that. Like, MK didn't really, like, people were doing that, but no one really knew about it, you know what I'm saying? I've gone jail, I'm seeing hella news articles and talking to my peoples, they're saying, yeah, my man's dropped, he did, do you get what I'm saying? So, all kicked off when I was in jail, like, properly, like, to the full effect, like, and now I'm banned from my hood, so I only know what the peoples are telling me on the phones anyway. I can't even be there to know too tough, do you get what I mean? But it's like, there's gang, all of that, man. It's the same as every hood, innit? Like, I don't think there's anything like Cunch anymore, man. Everywhere's like everywhere, do you get what I'm saying?
Do you get offended when people call MK Cunch?
You know what, when I first went jail, that was a thing, like, you're Cunchy and that, do you get what I'm saying? But it is though, it's Cunch. Realistically, I've come from London anyway, so I know this is Cunch, do you get what I'm saying? But it's like, it's Cunch, but it's like, don't expect Cunch things. Like, no, now, it's a struggle for people to come and treat MK like Cunch, do you get what I'm saying? Cause people, basically, man.
So, when you kind of caught the case and then you're being remanded in jail, I always ask everyone this all the time, did you cry when you found out you're going to prison?
Did I cry?
Yeah.
I'll be so real, it didn't even hit me till like a year and a bit in.
Okay.
Like, I was just like, raw, okay, this is happening, cool. And then like a year in, I remember I sat on my bed, I was like, bro, I've got like 4 years left, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I was thinking, yeah, like, cool, do you get what I'm saying? But it was like, straight away, it didn't hit me, I'll be raw, yeah.
And how was the conversation with your family at the time when you was that the first time you went to prison?
Yeah, first time actually, remanded in prison and all that stuff.
How was the conversation with your family at the time?
Were
they aware of the life you was living, or were they oblivious?
It was like my brother knew what I was on. My sister knew, but I don't know if it's like a respect thing. I didn't want her to know too much of certain things, but I knew she knew, because do you get what I'm saying? But like with my mum, my mum found out, knew, like, she seen it in articles and newspapers and shit. Do you get? I didn't even have a chance to tell her. Do you get what I'm saying? Wow. So it was like a big shock for my mum's store. Can't lie. Yeah.
So was that like a sort of a big news story in MK at the time?
Yeah, articles, everything. Like, even my peoples are saying, yo, everyone's just talking about it. I didn't, bro, like, no one wants anyone talking about nothing, innit? But, get me, it happened, like, remorseful and stuff, but that's what we was doing at the time. You get it? We was young, man. But it was a big, it was a big story. Like, everyone, man's name was, people knew my name in MK anyway. So when that happened, they were like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying?
So when you're kind of in there, which show did you go to at the time?
Wood Hill, local, innit? It's in MK store.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the guy in there, was there anything that where you kind of feared for your safety? Like, oh, I'm in prison now, right? It's different. There's no escape because prison can get techie.
I'll say like you see when I landed, yeah, the first pad mate they gave me, some weird guy, like, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, even the first night I struggled to sleep, I'm thinking like, this guy might do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he's on, I don't know him from nowhere, innit? So that's what it's like, but then he got moved out, and then I moved obviously from induction to the wing where the pupils are and that, do you get what I'm saying? So it was alright store, yeah.
What would you say is the hardest bit about being in prison?
Just being away from your loved ones, bro. Realistically, I think as humans we adapt, innit? Any situation we're put in, we adapt, but it's to not seeing your peoples, your loved ones. I ain't got no kids, but you get me, I know people, like, I feel it for my peoples. I have children out there, but they can't even, it's on a visit and that, man, that's nuts. You get what I'm saying? That's the main thing, like, you can, anything you get put forward to, but you can conquer it, innit? But it's just not seeing your family and that, that's the main thing for me, store.
How did you kind of keep yourself motivated while you was in there? Because sometimes people go into prison and just pop down like, oh, you know, fuck this, man, and they just start smoking spice and all that. So how did you kind of keep yourself motivated?
I'd say, bro, it was like, so I don't even know, like, obviously Wood Hill was just like the gas of, you know, people are young, like, right, man's gone to jail for whatever. Then I went Ellsbury, innit? And that's where I met a couple of my peoples as well, whatever. But like, there was no such thing as motivation in Ellsbury, bro. I'll be real, fam. It's just like, you're here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's no, I'm trying to be a rapper. No one's trying to hear that, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, obviously there was little freestyles in the yard and people were like, oh yeah, like, you're cold, like, do something. But at that time, 18 times, that went, I was just like, yeah, I can write, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? No motivation still. Say like, Bullingdon, when I moved from Ellsbury, Bullingdon, awkward, that's when people were like, bro, like, do you get what I'm saying? Take it seriously, bro, cause what else is there for us out here, do you get what I'm saying? Was you being inside, I know it's difficult to keep, a lot of people got phones inside anyways, but it's always hard to keep up with what's going on the outside. Would you listen to people's music on the radio? Did you see the mobile wars, all the rated awards, and that should be me? Yeah, you see, I didn't really know DABs and that, but USB sticks, UB sticks in it, so people have like the mobile awards on there. I used to watch it, like it's reachable, like, it's not too far. Like, certain people have come out from being exactly where I was, same jails, bro, and doing their thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not, it's reachable still. It's not far away.
What was your overall sentence? You got a 10?
No, I got 9 years, 10 months. Do 4 years, 10 months, but extra days and that. You get me?
I mean, 5 years. So how old was you when you went in?
19 still.
19, so you came out when you were 24.
Yeah.
So that's I went in when I was 20 and came out when I was 28. But that's like a big kind of portion of your life that you say that's when you kind of meant to make life for yourself. So facts. How far back do you think that's kind of set you back as a person?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I think it helps, man. You see, from 19 to 24, like, that's your stages into turning into a man, innit? And there's no best way to finding yourself than being locked up somewhere, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think I found myself better being in jail than I would have done outside, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I hear that. So who kind of was you kind of listening to in terms of the rap scene or even the drill scene while you was kind of locked up? Who did you figure, oh yeah, my man's cold? And
I'd say, bro, I'll keep it real and say Potter.
Yeah.
When I heard, I think it was training day 3, I was in Oakwood. It's like, I don't even know what year it was. When I heard that, I was like, okay then, do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's talking some stuff still, but I didn't really focus on the music thing like that still when I was in jail, so I was reading books and that, man.
And how was family sort of support? Because sometimes my family would like tough love, like, you know what, you put yourself in there. We'll send you money every now and then, especially when I went to 4 prisons, like, we're not visiting, right? When you come out, we'll start again. How did your family kind of treat the situation?
It was like, like, with my brother, it was more the fact, like, it was inevitable, man. Do you get it? Like, it weren't no ifs, it was when it was going to happen. He accepted it. My sister was more like, My sister was more like, cause I have that respect for my sister. I don't like annoying things. So even when she even read it, in my head I'm thinking I need to deny this. I don't want her to know that I just chef someone. Do you get what I'm saying? With my mum, first time my mum visited me, I didn't even speak to her for months, bro. She come visit me. She was saying like, it's done now, sort of thing. I was expecting her to, I thought I was gonna get beatings on a visit, bro. But she just come and said, like, it's done now. What you doing now? Do you get it? That's done. Close that book. Where we going from now? Do you get what I mean? So it's like they were all more understanding than I thought they would be still, realistically. Yeah.
And then obviously you've done your time in there. Did you think about doing any qualification, or you just couldn't be bothered to do anything in there?
I'll be real, like, even like Ellsbury, cool. Ellsbury, no one's thinking about education now. But I done my maths, English. I didn't, bro, in school, do you get what I'm saying? So, done my maths, done my English, done my music level 2s and 3s, done, like, I done what I should have, like, I thought was good for me. I done it, you get me? Self-awareness booklet.
Sorry to cut this, is Ellsbury still as violent as it's made out to be, or has it calmed down a bit?
I would say, honestly, when I was leaving, I left Ellsbury, I think, 2019. It was quieting down, man. Yeah. I don't think it was. When I first landed there, like, socials only on Saturday and Sunday. Because there's too like much. That. Yeah, like, through the week, niggas ain't showering, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people ain't showering because as soon as the doors open, bells are going off. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, only showers and social Saturday, Sunday. The rest of the week, if you work, cool, you can go to work. Other than that, you're behind your door. That's when I first landed, you feel me?
And obviously you was in prison during the whole COVID era. How mad was that? Because me being in prison before and seeing how difficult it was sometimes, I can't possibly imagine how it was in COVID lockdown. You can't do nothing. So you're locked down in a lockdown.
Yeah. But it was like when the lockdown started, I think I had a laundry job or something.
Okay.
So I was alright anyway, innit? But it's a big change. Like even the mood on the wing and that, when people are coming out to serve you, like it's like before, like, people can at least pretend to be happy, bro. But when COVID hit and people are behind their door for 23 hours, fam, no one's happy, bro. They're getting their food and banging up, bro. Yeah, literally, like, you could tell the difference in the mood still on the wing, but...
As you started getting towards the end of your sentence, did you ever get DCAT?
Nah, no D. I stayed CCAT. They kept saying your behaviours aren't... Do you get what I'm saying? But I tried my best, bro. Obviously, at the start, I didn't, but when I realised I need to... Do you get what I'm saying? I got family. I ain't even met certain people in my family. Do you get what I'm saying? Nephews and that. So I knew I need to pattern up, but they still didn't give it to me the same way.
As you started transitioning to get ready to go out, what were you kind of most looking forward to? Was you nervous about coming out?
Yeah, it was like, cause so much changed, bro. From 017 to 022. Like the last iPhone before I think it was like an iPhone 6, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like even like people at MK are telling me there's little white robots on the road now delivering food and that was all weird. But my main focus to come out was just literally find me a cameraman. Do you get what I'm saying? I got something to tell people, man. That was it, still.
So you was writing bars after bars and while you was in there. Did you still have your book of rhymes?
Yeah, I got like, you know what? I got like 5 books full of bars that I ain't even used none of them, I'll be real. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because there's a period when I was in jail, I thought you're going to come out and be the greatest rapper alive kind of thing. But then you start realising some of the bars that you write, they're not relatable anymore because you kind of, but it's still stories, but you kind of say, okay, I've done this in prison, done that in prison. But when you come out, you got a new story to kind of tell. So do you find that some of the lyrics you think, it's outdated?
like even my peoples will say, like, I'll show them old bars. They're like, yo, that's the coldest thing. And I'm like, bro, they're dead, man. Like I don't even want to talk about that. Do you get what I'm saying? Something else to talk about. But I've been like, even one of my freestyles, I didn't even want to release it. But when I released it for my peoples forcing me, it done the best on TikTok and Insta, innit? But I didn't really, man, basically.
So then you've come out. What's the first day like?
First day, I come out. I kept it small, man. Brother, best friend Izzy, and 2 of my peoples, innit? I come out. Literally just went driving. Where did we go? Went to one restaurant. I can't remember the restaurant's name. Had some food and that. Then went to Brum. They obviously probation banned me from my hood, innit? All my peoples are in MK. They just dropped me Brum, shared accommodation. Do you get what I'm saying? With other criminals, fam. I would have been better in MK at my family's yard, but... I
mean, how hard is that, in the sense that now, like, you've come out, I mean, it's not all that you've known, but it's mad, because what age did you come here when you was in from Kenya?
Like 11 months. Still
11 months.
Like,
so you've done sort of, 11 to 12 years First Hill. Gone to MK, another, let's say, 6-7 years. Then you got another 5 years in prison, and then you're coming out, you have to transition and go to Birmingham. Do you ever feel that you've never been allowed to settle?
Yeah, even where I'm living now, like, I've still got certain things that aren't unpacked. I don't know if it's jail mentality or what. Like, it's like, man can't stay somewhere, bro. Even like since I've come out, I've moved already. Like, it's like I'll go there, something goes wrong, I'll move. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like man's not accepted anywhere, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it feels like still. Yeah.
And how difficult it is in regards to your family being in MK and you not being able to have that natural support that you can have.
Yeah, it's mad. Like even now, like some of my conditions, I can't work. I can't. Do you get what I'm saying?
You like to work?
Like, no, bro. It's like in my eyes, it's a setup.
Why is that?
Just did probation and that, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy that they're doing that, because then that's kind of setting you up to fail. Because if you can't work, how are you meant to make ends meet?
Exactly, bro. Man have what? I'm meant to borrow money every day for my peoples and be a bum. Like, I don't know, man.
No, that's something you guys need to kind of maybe get solicitors involved in, because I know naturally sometimes, like, if you got immigration issues, then they might say, yeah, you can't work, but it's always difficult in those scenarios. Wait, if you could have kind of turned around and told your, I guess, 15-year-old, 16-year-old self something now, at your age now, what would you have told him?
Get as much money as you can, forget the roads, bro. Yeah, even if it's like, man don't need to do nothing illegal to make money, bro.
Yeah.
But that's what man was conditioned to think, do you get what I'm saying? I can't be up on the butt. Even like my people's, like, money was the focus, but it wasn't the main focus. We was thinking about, like, my name needs to be buzzing. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'll just say to myself, yeah, make money and focus on things that can better you in the future, but keep your family close and that.
Yeah.
Forget certain people are fake, man. Your friends are not fake, bro. Get me.
So let's go back into the music now. So you've come out. How soon have you hit the studio?
I think fourth day. I think
Fourth day.
Out, like, literally when I come out, it was like I was just telling. I think at the gates, I'm showing them, yo, I wrote this. What do you think? Do you get what I'm saying? And them same bars are gonna be the first single, anyways. But yeah, I wrote. And then it was like, yo, as soon as that, the people's them just booked, like, I think it was like a 10-11 hour session in Bedford still. Obviously, I'm not allowed in MK, innit?
Yeah.
Went Bedford, 10-hour session, just laid out a couple things. But it was like, that was just none of that. I don't even think we've even used any of that, or we're gonna use any of that still. We just clean slate, and do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So then you kind of, how soon did you drop that freestyle that everyone was kind of talking about?
I think it was like 4 or 5 months after I come out. I can't even remember, mate.
Why did
no, like 2 months, you know, like 2-3 months after I come out still, I think. Yeah.
What made you guys decide that this is the one that I need to put out there at this time?
It was literally, you know what, I was talking about this earlier, it was literally my brethren TM, I was with him, first time linking him from coming out, and saying what I'm saying to him, yo, like, what do you think of these bars, innit? And he was like, bro, what? Like, we're recording this now, do you get it? And I'm saying to him, like, bro, like, there's no camera. Saying, bro, my iPhone's a camera, bro. Like, let's just do it on the iPhone. Do you get it? Done it on the iPhone. Like, it was literally, he's recording. I'm just there, random, innit?
Yeah.
Did it, and then it was one of my brothers, I can't remember who it was like, yo, pull it on TikTok. TikTok's popping. I'm saying, what's TikTok? Do you get what I'm saying? So pull it on TikTok. And then I remember I asked everyone, yo, I'm seeing people doing subtitles and that. I'm saying, how do you do the subtitles? Someone's like, bro, don't even pay no one, do it yourself. So I just got the app, just learned how to do it, posted it random. Boom, I don't even know. I think it was like, I don't even know how, probably like 20,000 second day or something views.
Right.
So then that's when my brethren said again, yo, we're doing another one next week, bro. Fuck this, like. But I'm saying to him, like, I'm not seeing, at that time I weren't really seeing the benefits of doing TikTok videos, because I don't know about, do you get what I'm saying?
But then, side,
man dropped another one, it hit like 30k first day, and just, do you get what I'm saying? Dropped it on Insta, then things started picking up, people were sharing it, yeah.
And like quite a few kind of rappers hit you up. I mean, name some of those rappers that hit you up, because people should know.
Like, do you know what it is? I'll be real. It's from Made You Think. My managers, obviously they're in combos with Made You Think and that.
Yeah.
He shared it, posted.
That's where I got it from as well. Big up AP.
Okay,
That's where I got it from.
Big up store. I didn't even know about it. No one even. I was literally. I think my brethren Eddie shouted me.
Yeah.
Said, yo, like, you on made you think. I didn't even know, but no one told me. Managers didn't tell me, like, they like to surprise me like that. You get what I'm saying? So I just seen it. And I was like, right. Then I'm seeing, like, I think the first one, I think it was RD. So it's like, yo, this is fucking cold. I'm like, right, what? Do you get it? He followed me. And then Dave followed me. Messaged, like, obviously, like, we're talking DMs and that. And then it was like, it was when Gig shouted me. I remember I was M-Way petrol station with my brethren, Zed's in it, Flipper, yeah. And I just see Gigs. I'm saying, yo, like, for me, it was like, in Joe, I'm saying, yeah, cool, man's gonna do the music thing and it's gonna happen. But it's like, certain things are distant dreams. Not distant dreams, but yeah, maybe in a couple years, man will be in convo with certain people, do you get it? But a few months after man's been out, it was like, raw, like, do you get what I'm saying? The man's in convos with like, Gigs, Dave, RD, big up all of them, innit? Like, they're the main ones that I was like, raw, okay. And then Cash started sharing love, but do you get it? That's part of the people's anyway. But it was like, that's when it hit, like, raw, okay, like, my peoples ain't lying to me. I might actually have a talent, do you get what I'm saying? They're not just gassing me up, like, so that's when it hit, and I was like, okay, then.
And what was the kind of importance of having a manager? 'Cause a lot of rappers...
Yeah, it was like, I'll be so real, I've had a few people from the first freestyles, I don't really want to say who and them things, but couple platforms and these people wanted to manage me, but it was like, it didn't really make sense. Like, I didn't even, when I come out, managers weren't even a thought, but I was just thinking, yeah, cool, let's do what we can do in it. And then obviously I got the shout from the peoples, them, you get me, and everything made, like, even from the first convo I had with the managers team, I was like, this makes sense, bro, let's get it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's only now, even them times, I didn't know how important managers are, but it's only now, talking to other rappers and talking to certain people, they're like, yo, managers are more important than your lyrics at certain times. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you need them, and obviously...
No, it's true, because you can have the best lyrics in the world if no one hears it.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
What's the point?
Literally, yeah.
So, like, the momentum is there, the buzz has grown. What have you got next? What's happening?
I've got my first single, Friday the 3rd, that's tomorrow. I don't know when this is dropping, do you know what I'm saying? But
you know what, I might have to edit this tonight, get out for tomorrow then.
Okay, then, sure, let's do that. Yeah. Come on, respect for that. But yeah, the single it's one of the freestyles I've done when I come out. But everyone was hitting me up saying, yo, I need this on Spotify. Even like Spotify, I didn't really, that was the managers telling me, yo, Spotify, I don't know about Spotify and that, do you get what I'm saying? But everyone wanted it out, so we just all decided the first single might as well be that freestyle that everyone likes so much. And then, but there's so much more music, bro, that no one's heard, and songs and freestyles and all of this, do you know what I'm saying?
Is it? I mean, people do freestyles, right? And then necessarily can't make a song. Cause I've seen some rappers there, I think, right, my man's cold, he's a cold rapper. How difficult is it to kind of make a track now? Because with the hooks, with the bridges, sometimes you're going to get a vocalist on there as well.
Yeah, I'll be real, it's like, cause me, pen to paper, I just write what I'm feeling. And it was the managers, them saying, yo, like, cool, yeah, do you get it? You got bars, man, you're talented, but we need, like, can you make a song? So it's like, so we went studio, long sessions, like, the songs are there, man, do you know what I'm saying? Man, like, the freestyles are there, the songs are there, we're working still, you get me?
Okay, you said the track's out tomorrow.
Yeah,
what is it called?
Hogwarts store.
Hogwarts,
okay. Yeah.
So, where do you kind of see yourself 5-6 months from now? Is there a project coming? Is there collaborations?
Yeah, so right now, first single's dropping. There's gonna be a lot of things in between. Second single's dropping, EPs dropping. Like this year, I'm trying to. Just everything in the EP. If I can mixtape, like we've got everything that we need to do it. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on go, man. So yeah.
Is there any collaborations that we might be looking at?
There's a few, but I don't know. Is man talking? Like, I don't know. Like, it's not really. There's a few like good like people I grew up listening to that in the pipelines and been studio with them and done a couple things. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think things need to be spoken about right now. Still.
Did you mash them up on a verse?
I don't know, that's for the people them to decide. Like, you get me? I hope I'm at least up to par with them, cause man grew up listening to certain people and like, you get me? Yeah.
No, I hear that, man. Like I said, thank you for coming down. Thank you for
Bro,
sharing your story with us.
more than you know.
Big up MK. A lot of people don't really mention it, but it's somewhere where I know it's got a little bubbling scene right now.
There's a few artists as well, MK, man. They're due to stem up, man.
Give them a shout if you want. Give them a shout.
Right, no.
I know you've been missing someone out.
Yeah, I might say someone, and then late when I go back, someone saying, "Yo, you didn't even say my name, bro."
Yeah, I hear that. But any last words, man?
Yo, Friday the 3rd, first single, you get me? EP coming soon. What else can I say to them, man?
Yep.
Wow, bro. We are who we are. You get me?
Alright, say no more. That there was a big Ego Media interview, and that was STY7ER.
Respect, bro.